Welcome back to another episode of Any, and there's always a Disney Guy. Before we get started, make sure you go to DisneyGuy.com and subscribe to all my socials. Follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Y'all already know what's up. And make sure you go subscribe to my Disney Guy blog as well to stay updated on anything and everything that's happening for my websites. Now, let's get into today's episode. We're going to be talking about legacies. If you haven't seen the recent episode, as you know, we finally got Landon back. So before, Landon and Hope were in a rocky situation. Hope had to go inside Josie's mind and save Josie from the, dark side of herself. And when she realized that Landon never came back from his death, which he was killed by, what was his name? Raphael. He was killed by Raphael. Um, and because he was killed with that arrow, he died actually, and he didn't come back that time. And Hope knew something was wrong. She knew that something wasn't right, so she decided to stay asleep too. Stay asleep too. So when we entered the season 3 premiere, she was still asleep, hasn't woken up. She stayed unconscious because she knew that something was wrong with Landon. Um, Landon didn't want to come back because, as usual, as y'all know, Landon always, and I mean always, loves to play the hero. And that's actually the main reason why he keeps getting killed, because of his same thing with All American. You see the connection here? Like with All American with Spencer. It's always trying to be the hero. What is it with people trying to always be the hero? Let the heroes do the job. We get that you wanna, do what's right, save the community, do your thing. But man, like, can we just cool it down with this hero motive? It's low key getting annoying. But the difference is that we've been having this issue with Landon since the beginning of the whole series. Always trying to save somebody. Same thing with Spencer. He always trying to be that person to just save everybody. And it's annoying because in the end of the day, I mean, the difference is that Landon, that Spencer just damaged everybody, but with Landon, he's just, it's kind of his choice. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of it was tough for Hope because she had that feeling, she had that motive that something happened to Landon, and until she knew that he was okay, she wasn't gonna wake up. And when he did finally make the decision to go back and return to his body, and when he kissed Hope, that's when she knew that he was alive. And that's when she awoke finally. But now that we got them back up, now that they're awake, guess what, y'all? Landon lost his powers. Wonk, wonk, wonk. But let's speed forward to the recent episode. In the recent episode, as you guys know from the past episodes, Landon, he dissolved into some mud and he went back to inside the Malivore pit, of unfortunately, stuck with the necromancer. And as they were trying to battle it out to find their way out of the pit, once Landon finally got Hope's attention to let her know that he was back alive, that's when she started, finding ways to see where he was at. This whole time he was in a different world, and this whole time what is his name? Oh my gosh, it was the boy that Lizzie liked. I forgot his name. Uh, I forgot his name, but he hid the ascendant from Hope. And when she found out that he had it the whole time, she was really mad at him, and nobody trusted him after that. They were really mad. Everybody knows that Hope is like the center of the show. So they were all mad at him, and there was a reason why he hid it, but at the same time, it still didn't matter because Landon was in there this whole time, which was, it was bogus, but of him. But I mean, Hope needs to stop being so attached to this boy. There's going to be an actual time where she's gonna have to choose between, him and save someone else's life. So she needs to learn to stop choosing him all the time. But in the end, Landon returned. She found a way to come to bring him back. Finally, but we also lost a character. Milton is his name. Milton. Finally remembered his name. Milton decided to leave because he knows that if he stays at that place, he doesn't want to see any of his friends get hurt. So it's like, man, in this season, it's like one person comes back, then they go. Then when another person comes back, they just go again. First it was Landon, then he came. I mean, first it was Raphael, then it was Landon, but then he came back, then he died again, and then he stayed dead in the mud pit. Now it's Milton. It's going on and off with this season. We don't know what's happened with Raphael. We don't know when he's gonna return. Hopefully it happens within the next upcoming episodes, but we'll soon to see. But thank you for listening in to this episode. Make sure you follow and subscribe to this podcast on both Google and Spotify. Thank you for listening in. I love you guys. So I love you guys so much. Like I said, make sure you subscribe, Google Podcasts, and follow me on Spotify. Thank you guys for listening in. I love you guys so much. Bye bye, guys.